What's going on, guys? My name is Cooper from GilkyTutors.com, and in today's video we're going to be looking at Bustabit.com. So it has this very similar game to Crash on Roulette.com. I've made some videos on that in the past, but today I wanted to check out this game and see what it's all about. So there's some similarities, but there's also some differences. Some major differences are you actually use bits instead of dollars, and these bits come from Bitcoin, so you're still using Bitcoins. Another cool thing that Bustabit does that Roulette does not is that players in the United States can actually play on Bustabit.com because it is technically a Bitcoin trading app and it's not actually a gambling website technically. So there's some major draws from people in the United States to play on Bustabit.com instead of just getting a VPN and playing on Roulette.com, which a lot of people do. And it also has some very cool auto bets. So let's go back here. So of course we have our manual, but we also have auto bet. So you can't just make up your own auto bet. You either have to use a script or you have to make your own script, which we'll get into maybe in a future video if you guys want to know how to make some scripts of your own. But in today's video, we're going to be looking at the Martingale Method. I've made some similar videos on Crash with the Martingale Method, but I think it's very cool some of the stuff that you can do here on Bustabit with this Martingale Method. So to use it, it actually just comes pre-installed when you make an account. So we're just going to press play here. So here's what I've been using with this Martingale Method. Base bet on 1 bit, and I'll get into what a bit is a little bit later. What your payout is, stop if bet. So I just put that up at 1,000 because I only have 1,700 bits. So it never will really get to that point, but I just have it on there just in case because you have to put it on there. So on loss, I'm increasing my bet by 2.05. You can make it anywhere between 2.00, 2.1, something like that, and then return to base bet on win. And something really cool that you can do here is actually play on simulation mode. So you can put in a whole bunch of money. You can change this to Bitcoins and put in a couple Bitcoins and you can play with thousands of dollars, but you're not actually using your money. You're just simulating what would happen if you did that, which I think is really cool. So now let's get into some of the math behind this method. It's very similar to the Crash one. I'll also have this spreadsheet available for download in the description down below. So let's get into the spreadsheet. All right, so here we have our handy dandy spreadsheet. As you can see, we're originally betting 1 bit, auto cashing out on 2 times, and on loss, we're increasing our bet 105%. So before we get into this actual spreadsheet, I want to explain what is a bit. So a bit is just 1/1,000,000th of a Bitcoin. So if you do actually download the spreadsheet, you can change this current Bitcoin price. It'll show you what the current bit price is. So now let's get into this spreadsheet a little bit. So it's very different from betting on Roulette because we're actually using bits and the price of those bits will change. So as you can see here, I have about 1,700 bits in my account. So the total number of bets right here is 1247. So that means that I can bet about 10 times in a row and not lose all of my money. So the cool thing about using Bustabit instead of Roulette.com is that the house only has a 1% advantage versus a 3% advantage on Roulette.com. That means that it won't hit red as many times in a row as it will on Roulette.com. I'm actually going to be testing that theory, and I'll actually post a video here in about a week. I'll be using this strategy for a couple hours a day and I'll see what happens. So if you'd like to use the spreadsheet, you can download it using the link in my description. And in the future, I'm going to be using some of those different auto bets and seeing how they work on Bustabit.com. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you did like this video, please consider liking and subscribing for more similar content. So if you have any ideas for videos I can do in the future or anything you want to see me do, please leave it down in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.